Hello and welcome. You're watching NDTV 24/7. I'm Osama Shah. Sources have suggested a Pakistani Ranger was detained by the Border Security Force personnel. He was apprehended attempting to cross the border. The Pakistani Ranger was caught by the BSF from Bahawalpur sector while he was allegedly spying in the nearby areas. My colleague Shivakumar gets us the latest.
Pakistani Rangers are, of course, the Pakistani equivalent of the Border Security Force in India. One of their Rangers has been apprehended in the Rajasthan sector. There's a confirmation from the BSF that he may have wandered across the international border and been apprehended. As you remember, that on the 23rd of April, a day after the Pahalgam attack, an Indian BSF jawan happened to wander across the international border in Punjab and was similarly apprehended by the Pakistan Rangers. There is an established protocol between the BSF and the Pakistan Rangers because it is actually not uncommon, for soldiers to, stray across while they're doing their patrolling. And there is an established mechanism by which, after due processing, these soldiers are returned. It's like a very, very normal thing that has happened before. But in the shadow of what happened in Pahalgam and the heightened tensions, Pakistan actually chose to act in an extremely provocative and immature manner by holding on to that BSF jawan who they apprehended, blindfolding him, releasing photographs of him blindfolded, and pretty much officially refusing to release him, which is completely against laid down procedure and protocol between the two forces, who have an official agreement about returning jawans who stray across the border in this manner. Now India has got its hands on a Pakistani Ranger, so it remains to be seen what happens. These are very small level things that usually happen on the international border, and in a normal circumstance, the two men would probably be just exchanged quietly. But given the tensions right now between India and Pakistan, both of these men basically become leveraged chips and instruments of further escalation and brandishing at each other. And it remains to be seen whether the government can, quickly just exchange them, because otherwise they just become pawns in what is a dangerous and larger game.
But as far as the latest, as the aftermath of the Pahalgam terror attack is concerned, the Prime Minister, Narendra Modi, he has vowed to take decisive action. The Prime Minister held a meeting with the Navy Chief, while Jammu and Kashmir Chief Minister, Omar Abdullah, he discussed the situation in Jammu and Kashmir with him. In response to the attack, India has suspended trade, shipping and mail services with Pakistan. Meanwhile, Pakistan has test-fired ballistic missiles, sparking concerns. India has given its security forces a free hand to take action that has rattled Pakistan.
11 days after the horrific Pahalgam terror attack that killed 26 people, mostly tourists, Chief Minister Omar Abdullah met with Prime Minister Narendra Modi today after 11 days at the national capital at PM's residence. And of course, the main focus of the meeting has been about the worsening security situation in Jammu and Kashmir, as well as the economic fallout, especially in the tourism sector, which Mr. Omar Abdullah wanted to grow from 7 to 15% of the region's economy. The meeting has been the first meeting ever since the attack took place at the Baisarang Valley that led to a heightened India-Pakistan tension and also widespread outrage because these four terrorists that carried out this massacre was Pakistan-sponsored. It was carried out by the Lashkar-e-Taiba's the resistance front, and these four terrorists that have been identified, but they are still not been they have not been neutralized or apprehended till now. Sources tell us that they are still hiding in the dense forests of South Kashmir in the Pir Panjal range. But if we talk about the situation in Jammu and Kashmir right now, we know that earlier as well, Mr. Omar Abdullah had apologized for this failure of protecting the visitors. He had condemned the attack, and he had also backed the centre's decision of strengthening the counter-terrorism measures. And today, the meeting was a significant meeting because it underscores a robust It underscores a united front in restoring the stability in Jammu and Kashmir, and also balancing robust terrorism measures with protecting the civilians of Jammu and Kashmir, who are, going through a severe, crisis. The whole tourism sector, which is a crucial sector in Jammu and Kashmir, almost 48 out of the 87 tourist spots have been shut down in response to this attack. And of course, we know that the central government has taken several important measures. They have withdrawn the Indus Water Treaty. It has restricted diplomatic ties with Pakistan, and has also banned any sort of trade with Pakistan.
In a matter of serious concern, Munir Ahmed of 41 Battalion of CRPF, he has been dismissed from service with immediate effect for concealing his marriage to a Pakistani national and knowingly harboring her beyond the validity of her visa. His actions were found to be in violation of service conduct and detrimental to national security, is what the CRPF has said. Meanwhile, latest as far as the Pahalgam terror attack is concerned, the Indian diaspora protested in Munich. The Indian diaspora, in fact, condemned the attack. A peaceful protest march was taken out in the Bavaria. The Supreme Court is likely to hear on May 5th a plea seeking direction to initiate a suo motu contempt case against BJP MP Nishikant Dubey for allegedly making derogatory and scandalizing remarks against the Supreme Court and the Chief Justice of India. The petition, it sought directions to the Union Home Ministry to issue an advisory to all the Chief Secretaries of States in order to curb the hate and provocative speeches by the political parties and their leaders related to the Waqf Amendment Act 2025.
In the wake of these remarks being made by BJP leader Nishikant Dubey, there were several, in fact, letters written to the Attorney General to initiate or allow the petition seeking contempt action against him over his remarks against the sitting Chief Justice of India and the Supreme Court. However, this one particular petition has been, in fact, now registered by the allowed by the registry. It is listed for hearing on Monday. And it, in fact, it has not only sought a contempt of court action against Nishikant Dubey, it has sought several directions from the top court, especially including taking down of the social media content that has been going around quoting Nishikant Dubey, where he has been seen making really derogatory remarks against the Chief Justice of India. So it will be very important to see that how the Supreme Court actually deals with this petition when it comes up for hearing on Monday.
Karnataka Deputy Chief Minister D.K. Shivakumar, he spoke exclusively to NDTV's Senior Managing Editor Nikunj Garg, answering questions on various topics, including leadership changes, BJP's attacks on the government, law and order, development, and the Congress Party's Brand Bengaluru strategy. In fact, this was his first interview after the Prime Minister's caste census comments.
At a time when the caste census is making news across the country, I am joined by Karnataka's Deputy Chief Minister, Mr. D.K. Shivakumar. Mr. D.K. Shivakumar, welcome to NDTV. And why Mr. D.K. Shivakumar is because Karnataka has actually the last state in the country to put out or discuss in a special cabinet meeting caste census report. Mr. D.K. Shivakumar, how do you see the caste census move by the Government of India?
It is the Congress party's brainchild. It is Rahul Gandhi who pitched this, because he feels that social justice should be given to all sections of the society who have been affected out of this. So he has made it very clear in the manifesto and very other places that it is the need of this present generation. So particularly those communities who have been affected, he feels, because he has walked the streets of this country from Kanyakumari to Kashmir and discussed various problems connected to them. So he raised this voice. He had advised Karnataka government and Telangana government and all to take up this issue. He was a part of the process of these beatings even in Telangana also. But earlier in Karnataka, as far as Karnataka is concerned, my Chief Minister also has initiated this on this survey of a socio-economic survey. That was not a direct cast, socio-economic survey which was being done. Ultimately, we spent a lot amount on it, and now he has received earlier the BJP government or the Janata Dal headed government of the coalition government did not receive the report. Now ultimately a BJP appointed a new man in their tenure, and now with the BJP tenure itself, being the chairman of that committee, Mr. Jayaprakash Hegde, he submitted a report.
So, I mean, since you are the last government that has experimented with it and that has sort of discussed it, deliberated it, how do you see this, Mr. D.K. Shivakumar? You're also an experienced politician. How do you see it going forward? Because what will happen is then the demands will come for increased reservations from some communities. Some communities will feel, some castes will feel that their representation will go down. And then eventually, something that you particularly deal with, you are in your own way a creator, maker, planner of brand Bengaluru. And brand Bengaluru is about private industry. It's much more than anything else in this country, anywhere else, private industry coming together, thriving and prospering. And now that there will be demands for reservation in the private sector too.
That is a different ball game on the private sector. First, from the government sector, we should decide who should get what on their population. Reservation should be there. Though Baba Sahib Ambedkar had said that the time frame was there, but ultimately it went on extending. So now also, that is a different government, this one. As far as the parties are, private institutions are concerned, this is also a part of the constitution earlier, whether it is in private or government. That a leaf has been taken out of it and we will disperse. First, they let this stage be there. Let us not hurry toward that immediately. Let this procedure go. So I am so happy at least now the BJP government opened its eye and the years after Rahul Gandhi shouting on this, then they said that yes, this is the need of the hour, and with this all this internal problems going on in this country, now they have announced this fire. Whatever 500 crores, in Karnataka itself we have spent about 150 crores, 160 crores only for Karnataka. Only, as Mr. Kargeji said, that 500 crores is not enough even for Uttar Pradesh. They have to do it in a very systematic way.
So, the fact that they have announced and fact that Congress party has claimed that it was their pressure that has worked on the government, the BJP says we were under no pressure. You know, you people can claim your credit.
They will tell, they will also tell whatever they want, we will also tell whatever they want. Ultimately, it is the words which came out from our leader in the history. And what they are speaking is also a part of the history. You can't change history. Credit is different, but the narrative is important.
Mr. D.K. Shivakumar, another matter on which BJP is targeting your government these days, particularly in the light of the recent murder that has happened in Bengaluru, is that, you know, law and order is probably not under control of your government. How do you see these murders? You have now created an anti-counter-terror, anti-communal force also for 2 districts of UDP and your own district. So how do you see all these developments? These murders are surely shocking, Mr. Shivakumar. You can't rubbish them. I mean, a murder is a murder at the end of the day.
I am not rubbishing anything. It is as I know, as I see from the media, we never interfere with these issues, but law and order is very much important. But it is some rowdy sheeter that you people also was been telling. He just came out of the jail. Why he jail? In the same BJP government, he was being put to behind the bars. Why he was put in the bars? Because he murdered some X, Y, Z. That is what I could look the media. Now you should be very proud of the police department. Within 24 hours, they have nabbed those 4 or 5 fellows who have been part of that. And it is into BJP want to protect, I want to tell that, okay, they feel that they are very big leaders of the communities. The case is not like that. Why? Why it happened? Why he went to jail? What was the reason? This all has to be looked at. I have been telling that that entire area is suffering a lot because of this small communal issue. It is a very prosperous land, like Mumbai, like Chennai, the sea with a big port, with the airport, international airport, electronic, education city, temples. It is a very vibrant district. I feel sorry for all of them.
But you come from there. Why don't you try to do something to improve the situation and say
No,
that...
we are working on it. We are working on it. We are working on it. Now, BJP friends should think out. Their priority is not votes. Their priority is the common man's livelihood. Is very much important.
The Tamil Nadu Chief Minister M.K. Stalin, he has been engaged in a prolonged confrontation with Governor R.N. Ravi, primarily over the governor's delays in granting assent to bills passed by the State Assembly and his perceived overreach in state matters. Now, Stalin's recent remarks, including the rubber stamp jibe, it reflects his broader critique of the governor's role and his push for state autonomy within India's federal structure.
நான் கேட்கிறேன், பிரதமரோட உரிமையை பிரசிடென்ட் எடுத்துக்கிட்டா சும்மா இருப்பாங்களா? இந்த தீர்ப்பு வந்ததும் தாங்கிக்க முடியாம வைஸ் பிரசிடென்ட் சொல்றாரு. என்ன சொல்றாரு? நாடாளுமன்றம் பெரிய அதிகாரங்கள் கொண்டதுன்னு சொல்றாரு. ஏங்க, நாங்களும் அதைத்தானே சொல்றோம். சட்டமன்றத்துக்கு ஆளுநர்களை விட அதிக அதிகாரம் இருக்கா?
And my colleague Sam Daniel joins us on the phone line to get us more on this. Sam, take us through the details in what we can only call this the latest chapter of the fight between M.K. Stalin and R.N. Ravi.
That's right, Osman, that the Tamil Nadu government is armed with the landmark Supreme Court judgment that has clearly ruled that governors across India ought to abide by the aid and advice of the Council of Ministers in the state, and they should respect the powers and the role of elected governments. And the court gives clear timeline for governors and the president in terms of clearing or disposing bills passed by legislative assemblies. Chief Minister M.K. Stalin, who addressed at a felicitation program for him in context of the huge victory for the Tamil Nadu government's petition against the governor, says would the central government accept if the president takes away powers of the prime minister? And he also took pot shots at the vice president, who had recently commented that the parliament has larger powers than, in a sense, the judiciary, which had given a set timeline for the president. Stalin says even we see the same thing, that the legislative assemblies in the states have larger power than the governor. So the tug of war and the war of words with Governor R.N. Ravi continues. Now that state got favorable judgment, it's a kind of clear timeline for the governors and the president, and clearly ruled about the powers of the governors, that they don't have any discretionary power. In that sense, the government looks at this as a great victory, not just for the state, but also for the entire country, states across the country. It's in this context we have to look at M.K. Stalin's remarks, and he also points out that the state will continue to fight its roles. And he mentioned how the committee state government has constituted in terms of securing autonomy and to improve the relations between the central government and the state. Osama.
All right, Sam Daniel, thank you very much for getting us the latest. Time for a very short break. More news and updates on the other side. Welcome back. The water sharing row continues to boil over this summer. After Punjab, Haryana held an all-party meeting on the water issue. Haryana Chief Minister Nayab Singh Saini, he appealed to the people of both the states to maintain peace and said that in the all-party meeting, a resolution was passed that the Punjab government should implement the decision taken by Bhakra Bias Management Board to release Haryana's share of water. Meanwhile, earlier, Punjab Chief Minister Bhagwant Singh Mann, he said that no additional water would be given to Haryana, calling the BBMB meet on the water unconstitutional.
मान साहब ने असंवैधानिक रूप से हरियाणा का पानी रोकने का काम कर रहे हैं। यही नहीं, संविधान की शर्त लेने वाला मुख्यमंत्री पूरी तरह से असंवैधानिक कार्य कर रहा है कि यह पानी पूरे देश का है। इस तरह पानी किसी एक प्रदेश का नहीं है। इस तरह यही नहीं, आज भी समस्या इतनी बड़ी नहीं है जितनी मान सरकार ने दिखा रही है।
The Goa Chief Minister Pramod Sawant, he held a high-level meeting after the tragic stampede in the state in which 6 people died. He has declared 10 lakh aid for the victims' kin and 1 lakh for the injured. The Goa government has transferred 5 senior officials. A fact-finding committee headed by State Revenue Secretary Sandeep Jacquas has also been constituted, and at least 6 people lost their lives and more than 50 others were critically injured after a stampede broke out during the annual Jatra or procession at the Shirgaon temple in Goa on Friday. Earlier, the Chief Minister, he visited hospitals, he met with the victims, he has assured all the help to the victims and has ordered a probe into this incident. All the government programs have been cancelled for 3 days. He also said that initial probe suggested overcrowding led to the stampede.
मीटिंग चेयर करने के बाद सबसे रिपोर्ट मंगवाया है एक्चुअली क्या क्या हुआ। सेकंड, मैजिस्ट्रल इंक्वायरी कमेटी एस्टैब्लिश की है अंडर द सेक्रेटरी रेवेन्यू। 4 लोग इसकी पूरी इंक्वायरी करेंगे और उसका फैक्ट फाइंडिंग रिपोर्ट हमें सबमिट करेगा। एट प्रेजेंट ऑल टुगेदर 11 पेशेंट्स आर इन द हॉस्पिटल इन द गोवा मेडिकल कॉलेज एंड 8 पेशेंट्स आर इन द हॉस्पिटल इन द डिस्ट्रिक्ट हॉस्पिटल। इनमें से 1 सीरियस है, बाकी लोग सभी सेटल्ड है। 6 लोगों की डेथ हो चुकी है। इन 6 लोगों के लिए सरकार की तरफ से 10-10 लाख रुपए देने का आज हमने घोषित किया है और मेजर इंजरी जिसको हुआ है उसको हम 1-1 लाख रुपए दे रहे हैं।
Hours after the tragic stampede in Goa that claimed at least 6 lives, the Goa government has ordered the transfer of 5 senior officials, including District Collector and SP of North Goa. Fact-finding committee has also been constituted and a magisterial inquiry will be conducted into stampede that happened during this temple festival in North Goa. Besides 6 deaths, several have been injured and 5 on the ventilator. The incident occurred around 4 a.m. on Saturday, which is today, at Sri Lairai Devi Temple. The stampede took place at a temple festival, a Jatra, which commenced on Friday with thousands of devotees flocking there. This temple festival features a lot of fire walking rituals and thousands are seen walking on burning embers. Looks like there was overcrowding during the ritual that led to stampede. Thousands of security personnel were deployed. Aerial drones were conducting surveillance. Despite that, the tragedy breaking out, Goa Chief Minister visited the injured and also the stampede site and has assured all the assistance to the injured. An assurance of thorough probe has been given by the Chief Minister there, and fact-finding committee is expected to submit its report by Sunday.
And the Singapore Prime Minister Lawrence Wong, he has won the elections. The ruling party, the People's Action Party, it has secured its 14th straight victory. Prime Minister Wong has claimed the victory. Anthony Albanese, he has secured a stunning federal election win while delivering a devastating result for the coalition that cost Peter Dutton his own seat. Albanese claimed a victory for a majority Labour government in his victory speech as counting continued on Saturday night. Labour secured an improved majority, with Albanese becoming the first Prime Minister to win a second term since John Howard in 2004. In fact, the cost of living, crumbling public health care and unaffordable housing, they were the key issues, as was an unpredictable Trump presidency.
In a time of global uncertainty, Australians have chosen optimism and determination. Australians have chosen to face global challenges the Australian way, looking after each other while building for the future. Today, the Australian people have voted for Australian values. For fairness, aspiration and opportunity for all. For the strength to show courage in adversity and kindness to those in need.